Hello everybody, this is Warrior Dan back with an all new video. So recently the official Overwatch social media pages began sharing this image, teasing an upcoming event known only as King's Row Uprising. Included in this teaser above the King's Row Uprising text is a large banner reading Overwatch Mission Archives. Now this is merely speculation, but I suspect that the Mission Archives text refers to an in-game menu, which will soon be added to Overwatch, allowing players to jump into one of several similar PVE maps, each one taking place in the past, during the Omnic Crisis, an in-game war that erupted between humans and the robotic Omnics, years before the current Overwatch game picks up. One of the main reasons I think we might very well see some kind of significant new gameplay content added to the game, like a new PvE game mode featuring a new PvE map to start with additional PvE maps planned to release over time, is that Overwatch recently revealed version 1.9, which among many other things added a new character, Orisa, to the game, along with many other bug fixes and small improvements. This would lead me to believe that Blizzard is actively paving the way for version 2.0 of Overwatch, and typically whenever a game or other type of software hits a milestone like 2.0 or 3.0, usually it comes with a massive slew of changes and new features. So the idea of having a new PvE game mode added as part of Overwatch 2.0, it is a perfectly feasible idea. So let's assume for a moment that a new PvE map is in fact on its way. That's great, but where would it go on the menu? Would it simply be added into quick play as part of the map rotation? I don't think so, that would be unlikely, as people will still want to play normal 6v6 Overwatch and not be suddenly thrown into a 4-person co-op mode without knowing it. Would it go into competitive? Even more unlikely. Competitive players would not take kindly to Blizzard suddenly messing up the normal flow of competitive Overwatch. This means we'll probably see one of two outcomes. Number 1, King's Row Uprising is added as a limited time seasonal event to the arcade menu, similar to how the winter update was handled, or, more likely, it will be added directly on the play menu under the banner of Overwatch Mission Archives, or something similar. Upon clicking this button, players would be brought to a secondary menu where they'd be able to select what kind of playable mission they'd like to play. Alternatively, as an idea, players could also just click a quick play button and jump into a random PvE event that's looking for players. This would decrease the chances of empty PvE servers and make sure that people are being thrown into games where other players are actively playing too, where you can have a full team. Now, assuming this update will include PvE content, like the Halloween update did with Junkenstein's Revenge, the question is, what heroes will be part of it? Last fall in Junkenstein's Revenge, the entire mode was based around a 4-person co-op gameplay style, and according to the newest Overwatch comic, which was released recently, we see Tracer, Torb, Reinhardt, and Mercy embarking on an Overwatch mission to repel a terroristic group of Omnics, who have taken several politicians hostage and are causing chaos in London. This would support the idea of a 4-person co-op game mode taking place in King's Row with these 4 characters. I suspect that if Blizzard does plan to release PvE content as part of this update, it's very unlikely this will be a limited time offer. I think Blizzard learned with the Halloween update that people are very much looking forward to having a PvE game mode in Overwatch as part of the main game. And I think they also learned with the Chinese New Year update that the Overwatch fanbase is very interested in general with alternate, more casual game modes, like Capture the Flag and Elimination. People want more different ways to play the game, and as long as Blizzard's continuing to invent new ways of playing the game, I think people will continue coming back to it. So here's hoping that we do see PvE added in the very near future. I'm personally looking forward to seeing whatever they come out with, whether it's PvE or something else entirely. My money is on it being a PvE event, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Would you like to see a co-op game mode added to Overwatch, or would you prefer to see something different added? Tell me in the comments below. This is Warrior Dan, stay awesome, and peace out.